Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful B&B spoilers for the next 2 weeks, August 11th to August 22nd. Hint that Deacon Sean Kanan will host a party after Brooke Logan Catherine Kelly Lang rejects Nick Marone's Jack Wagner proposal. Ridge Forrester Torsten K will also deceive Taylor Hayes Rebecca Budig. So let's talk about what's ahead on B&B. During the week of August 11th to 15th, Nick will ambush Brooke at work with an engagement ring box. Once Nick opens it and shows off the bling, he'll try to convince Brooke to marry him and kick off a new chapter. However, Brooke's heart belongs to Ridge. After the way Ridge came to Brooke's rescue in Italy, she may not be able to give Nick the commitment he's looking for. It appears Brooke will reject Nick's marriage pitch while Ridge sits Taylor down for an important discussion. Ridge may plan on telling Taylor about his kiss with Brooke, which happened after he saved her life. Of course, plans don't always pan out on soaps. Ridge may not go through with that kiss confession after all, and even if he does, Taylor may argue it was a heat of the moment type of thing. Regardless, Taylor won't intend on taking off her engagement ring and will suggest it's time to send Brooke down another path. Later, Deacon will host a party at Il Giardino. There will be some sort of celebratory event. So that could involve the success of Forrester's Italy trip, or perhaps a bash to celebrate Liam Spencer's Scott Clifton survival. Grace Buckingham Cassandra Creech was running a scam. But it all felt very real to Liam when he was going through it. The fact that Liam isn't dying of cancer is still a good reason to celebrate, even if there was never any danger of that happening. Of course, Liam did nearly lose his life at the beach house when he went up against Lisa Yamada. Fortunately, Liam lived to tell the tale, and will continue to make the most out of life now. Once Bill Spencer, Don Diamont gets updates on all the scam details, he'll blow his top. Bill will vow to make sure Grace pays for this, and will show flashes of his sinister nature. Next, Sheila, Sharp Kimberlyn Brown will interrogate Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, about why she'd fake her granddaughter's demise. Although Sheila will be relieved now that she's seen Luna for herself, she have to cover her tracks. The week of August 18th to 22nd will put Sheila in a tight spot since she'll be unable to stay away from Lee's place. Sheila may insist on helping Lee care for Luna, and at some point, they'll both react to Luna emerging from her coma with questions. This may lead to Sheila keeping a massive secret under wraps, so that could take a toll on her marriage in the end. Back with Brooke, she'll be stuck pining for Ridge since he'll drag his feet on reuniting romantically. That'll be due to Ridge's concerns about breaking Taylor's heart and causing a medical setback with his news. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Ridge and Brooke's reunion is still inevitable, but it'll take a little longer to get there than fans might have anticipated. CDL will have other fantastic bold and the beautiful spoilers, updates, and news to read up on. So make us your favorite B&B hotspot. Los Angeles is never short on champagne, scandal, and shocking reveals, but over the next 2 weeks on the bold and the beautiful, the lives of the Forresters, Logans, and their extended circle will be rattled by high-stakes parties, romantic betrayals, and manipulative schemes that could change relationships forever. Week 1, the setup. Deacon's lavish family night party. It all begins when Deacon Sharp decides to throw a massive invite-only gathering at Il Giardino. On paper, the evening is meant to be a family-style celebration for friends, colleagues, and loved ones, but in reality, it's a masterclass in Deacon's subtle matchmaking and political maneuvering. He spends days sending out personalized invitations, telling each guest they're essential to the vibe of the evening. But his real goal, to get Hope, Brooke, Ridge, and Taylor all in one room, and let the sparks fly without having to lift a finger. Hope is thrilled about the idea, thinking her father's hospitality is finally paying off in genuine bonding. Brooke, however, is suspicious, remembering that Deacon rarely does anything without a hidden agenda. By the time the party night arrives, Il Giardino is transformed into a candlelit music-filled paradise. Champagne flows freely, an elaborate buffet groans with lobster, steak, and pasta. And the guest list includes not only the usual suspects but a few wildcards like Nick Marone, back in town on business. Nick's bold move. Nick hasn't been back in Los Angeles long before he starts orbiting Brooke again. During a slow dance at Deacon's party, Nick drops a bombshell. He still loves her. His eyes lock on hers, and before she can respond, he produces a small velvet box from his jacket. The diamond ring inside glitters as much as his confidence. He proposes, right there in the middle of the dance floor, sending shockwaves through the room, gasps Echo. Ridge, watching from across the room, nearly chokes on his champagne. Brooke is stunned. Memories of her turbulent history with Nick, the passion, the heartbreak, the scandal come rushing back. But she also remembers how different they've become. In a voice that's calm but firm, she tells Nick she can't marry him. Not now, not ever. Nick swallows his disappointment, masking it with a rakish grin. But it's clear the rejection stings deeply. Ridge and Taylor, a secret pact. Meanwhile, Ridge has been playing his own game. While the world thinks he's trying to stay neutral in the Brooke vs. Taylor saga, he's secretly been leading Taylor on. In private, he reassures her that he's committed to their connection, that Brooke's chapter in his life is truly closed. What Taylor doesn't know is that Ridge has been spending late nights on the phone with Brooke, discussing family matters that often stray into more personal territory. His loyalty isn't as clear-cut as he wants Taylor to believe. By the end of the week, Taylor is glowing, convinced Ridge is inching toward a full reconciliation. She confides in Steffi, who is ecstatic, but also determined to make sure Brooke stays out of the picture. Little does she know, Brooke already suspects Ridge isn't being honest. Week 2, the fallout. Deacon's party aftershocks the morning. After the party, gossip ricochets through Los Angeles. Nick's public proposal and Brooke's public rejection are all anyone can talk about. Katie gently asks Brooke if she's truly over Nick, while Donna teases her about still having men fight for her affection at every turn. Hope confronts her mother about the rejection, subtly implying that Brooke might still be holding out hope for Ridge. Brooke bristles at the suggestion, insisting she's focusing on her own happiness, not chasing old loves. But deep down, she can't stop replaying her late-night conversations with Ridge. Nick plots his comeback. Nick, meanwhile, refuses to give up. He tells his confidant that Brooke's no wasn't final, it was just a reaction to being caught off guard. He resolves to win her over the slow way, showing her that he's matured and can offer stability. His first move, partnering with Forrester Creations on an upcoming charity gala, ensuring he and Brooke will have to see each other frequently. Ridge's dangerous game as Nick makes his moves. Ridge digs himself deeper. He takes Taylor to lunch at the Beverly Hills Hotel, where they share warm, intimate moments. Taylor feels safe with him, believing their future is solidifying. But that very night, Ridge meets Brooke privately at the Forrester mansion under the guise of urgent business. Their conversation turns to personal matters, their old chemistry simmering just beneath the surface. Ridge assures her that she's still one of the most important people in his life, and in a moment of weakness, he kisses her. Neither realizes that someone's watching. Steffi, who had come by to drop off a file. Shocked and furious, she retreats before they see her, already plotting how to protect Taylor. Taylor's blind faith. Taylor remains blissfully unaware of Ridge's duplicity, focusing instead on planning a romantic weekend getaway. She tells Steffi about her hopes of Ridge proposing. Unaware that her daughter is hiding a painful truth, Steffi wrestles with whether to tell Taylor what she saw, knowing it would break her mother's heart, but also feeling she has a moral obligation to intervene before Ridge can cause more damage. Deacon becomes the confidant as the drama escalates. Deacon finds himself in the unlikely position of being a confidant for multiple players. Hope vents to him about Brooke's complicated love life, while Brooke confesses she's confused about her feelings for Ridge after that unexpected kiss. Deacon urges her to stay true to herself, though it's clear he has his own hopes of rekindling things with her someday. Deacon also confronts Ridge at Il Giardino, warning him not to play games with Brooke's heart or Taylor's. Ridge brushes him off, confident he can control the narrative. Climactic turning point. The 2-week arc builds to a dramatic Friday cliffhanger. The Forrester Creations charity gala. The event is black tie, dripping with glamour, and crawling with photographers. Brooke arrives, stunning in a champagne-colored gown. Nick, dashing in his tuxedo, can't take his eyes off her. Ridge, with Taylor on his arm, tries to focus on the event but is clearly distracted. Midway through the night, a tense confrontation erupts backstage. Steffi corners Ridge, demanding he choose once and for all, and threatening to tell Taylor about the kiss if he doesn't come clean. Ridge warns her to stay out of it.